I think we're live now. Yay!
Yeah.
Cool. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first live show for the Redbird Readalong. Today's show, we are pretty much going to be talking about the first book in the House of Night series, which is Marked, which is this one. I'm very excited.
Me too. I'm so excited. I was sad though that I didn't have my physical copies here. They're like in a box somewhere in the country. Yeah, so they still need to be shipped over. But it was fun reading it anyway.
Yay! So did you want to introduce yourself?
Okay, so hi, I'm Bianca from Binks Thinks. And yeah, when Kayla said she wanted to host this read along, I was like, count me in, because I was meaning to read this series for like 2 years and I just never got around to it. So this was like a perfect opportunity to do it.
Yeah. Cool. And I'm Kayla from K Journey Books, which you would know because you're probably on my channel. So clearly. Alrighty. So before we get into talking about the book, when did you start reading the series for the first time? If you can remember when you started.
I was probably like in the 10th grade, I think. Yeah. And I like my parents and my family, they got them for me for my birthday. So like I woke up and then somebody gave me 2 of the books, and then I walked downstairs and somebody else gave me 2 more, and then so like I ended up having like 6 or 8 books by the end of the day, and then I read them when we went on holiday together, if I remember correctly. And yeah, I packed a bunch in the car, and then everyone was like, "Are you sure you're going to read all of those books? We're only going away for like a week." And I was like,
you're like, come on, please.
Yeah, I read them the first time. What about you?
I think I might have been in year 9, so I think I was about 15, maybe. I honestly don't remember how I came across it. I think one of my friends recommended it. And so we sort of read it together, and then I just kept going and then kept buying each of the books as I saw them. So
that's really
it was
nice.
pretty much my typical high school experience was reading that.
Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah.
It's so nice that you had friends to read with, though. I only met people who actually read often later, so didn't have that experience. So I'm slightly jealous, but that's so cool.
It wasn't, but yeah.
Okay.
It was better than Twilight for me back then. So
yeah, I liked a lot of the like the magic parts in this one a lot, like the mythology and like the goddess and stuff like that, which you know, Twilight is pretty much just typical vampires. They didn't really add stuff other than the glittering, you know.
Yeah, it's a very different take on vampires, which is kind of like, it's what I liked about it.
Yeah, I liked it too. It was cool. So do you just want to discuss some like general thoughts that we had about it, rereading it now?
Yeah,
Okay,
let's go for it. Yeah.
That was like my first point, though. That was like an interesting take on it because
same.
it's like something that happens to you, so it could happen to anybody, that you could just suddenly get marked and become a vampire. So that was like a cool part. And I don't know if we later do like find out why this happens, because in the first book we don't find out why they become vampires.
I don't remember that either. I just remember that it's just like a normal thing. People just what happens.
Yeah. And like I forgot that they also had the regular kind of people of faith in the world.
Yeah.
I totally forgot that was a thing.
Me too. I forgot so many things.
Yeah, because that was only like a little bit at the beginning of this book with her mom and her stepdad and stuff. So I don't know if it features again later, but that was interesting though. Like that was like kind of going against the general kind of religion, and then they have kind of, I guess, a more pagan type religion with their nature and the elements.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
It was very much like, yeah, definitely.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any like general thoughts about that?
Yeah, from rereading it, I had completely forgotten like literally everything. Like I don't know. But yeah, no, I like you said, I really liked the fact that their religion is very like I would say it's like pagan inspired.
Yeah.
And it just I don't know. It's just a really cool take on vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that like also sparked my interest in Wicca, like back in the day, because so I'm still kind of interested in that, and I was like, this is probably where it started.
Yeah.
And I love when they. Yeah, sorry.
You go.
I like when they make the circles and like call on the elements and stuff, and I feel like that's
so cool. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like that they have different affinities for different things.
Yeah, I also it was really cool.
It's kind of like witches cross vampires. They're like witchy vampires.
Yes, exactly. I love that. It was kind of
very, very cool.
Did you ever have that TV show Witch? Like WITCH, and then they're also like elemental witches, and it was like an animated show. I don't know, it was on TV when I was.
It sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah, and then all of the main girls, like their name starts with like the letter. So the one girl is like Willa, and then Irma, and I think there was a Cordelia.
Yeah.
Anyway, something like that, and I was like obsessed with that, and we used to like when I was little that we could call on the elements and stuff.
It's so cool. I don't. Yeah, it sounds kind of familiar, but I just remember when I was younger, I used to love anything that was related to the elements. So I'd be writing stories, and all the powers would be elemental related.
Same.
That must have been where it started, this series.
Yeah. So what's your favorite element then? What do you think you would be a team?
Well, because of my star sign, I feel like it should be water, but I've always just loved earth because I love the trees and I love nature and I don't know, flowers. It's all just so pretty, but water scares me. What about you?
I also, like, when I was little, would think that I would be water because I'm a Pisces. But sometimes we used to say that no, mine would be more like lightning for some reason. I know that's not technically an element, but I always like
that. Kind of counts.
Yeah, so I don't know, because I like storms and that kind of thing. So
yes, storms are great.
Doesn't technically fit, but yeah.
Yeah. That's very interesting.
Like, another thing I picked up on was like she has so many characters that start with the letter E. Did you notice?
Actually, yeah.
So many.
I remember when I read it the first time, I got so excited because one of the characters' names was Kayla. Like, she's a complete bitch in it. And she's meant to be, but I just love that there was a character that was like my same name.
Yeah, that's so cool when that happens. I would also get excited when it was like Bianca. There is in Percy Jackson. But yeah, there's like Eric, Elliot, Elizabeth, all of them, and I'm just like, what? And I get confused sometimes, like if there's a lot of characters with the same letter. Especially like in the Shadowhunter books, when she starts doing that, I get so confused.
Yeah.
This one was easy to keep up with, though. At least I didn't get like that annoyed with it. But I feel like there's so many other letters of the alphabet that she could have used.
I think, like, in general, she did have a lot of characters in it too, and she kept adding more.
Yeah, she did. There was quite a lot.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite character at all, like from either when you first started reading or from the reread?
Um, I always liked Stevie Ray.
Mm,
But I
he's
think
great.
when I was younger, I would love the main character of any book because, like, you
Yeah.
imagine yourself being the main character when you read
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I
I do.
felt, yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I was the same. I really loved Stevie Ray. She was such a good character. But I remember when I first read it, I like instantly related to Zoe. I don't know why, but I guess like because the way it's written, you feel like you're her. And I guess because she kind of goes through bullying a little bit when she starts at the new school, plus like her family issues and everything you can relate to when you're a teenager. So I was like, oh my God, this is like me.
Yeah.
Like, this is so good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the Cherokee representation, how did you feel about that?
Um, I don't think it really like I didn't really think about it too much, especially when I first read it, but there were a lot of other things that I had issues with in the reread. But
Yeah.
like I don't know much about the Cherokee representation anyway, so I don't know what's good and what's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also felt like that. I read a review that someone wrote though where they said that they didn't like the fact that that was usually just brought up when it had to do with the magic. It was never really
I
a
mean,
part of
yeah,
her life.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know? So like that was
I
like her identity in the magic
mm,
and like who she is or
that
something.
that's yeah, that makes sense. I think um looking back, I there wasn't really any mention of the Cherokee stuff at the very beginning. Like you don't really know about it until like later on when she's like at her grandma's. It's like, oh, okay. Like you don't
Yeah.
really know anything about it at the start.
Yeah. It was quite odd.
Mm. Yeah,
And also
it was done a little
that
bit weird.
yeah. And that her family just is there for like a second and then
I know.
disappear.
I'm like, okay, so if your daughter's going off to this magical boarding school, wouldn't you try and keep in contact?
Exactly
Like at least
right.
the mother. I understand why the stepfather wouldn't care, but like the
Yeah.
mother, yeah,
Yeah. And
and not
like
even her siblings.
yeah, right?
They're just like, whatever. She's a vampire. Who cares now?
Like I don't know if they ever show up again though. That's the thing that I'm trying to remember because I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm like,
yeah,
were they just there to start the plot and then I don't know,
yeah.
do main characters in young adult fiction not need parents?
I think I know her grandmother comes back, and I think her mother might, but I don't think her stepfather or her siblings would again at all
Yeah, I don't think the
from
one even has
memory.
a name. Does the sister have a name? Because she was
I
just like
think she
my Barb's
does.
sister or something.
Oh my God, she hates her sister. I don't know what her sister's name is.
Because I think her brother is Kevin, and then I
Mm,
never picked up on the sister's name, and that made me so sad because I was like, I love my sister even when we hate each other. So
yeah.
it's hectic.
Um,
But you know, like then again, I think sometimes teenagers do have that mindset of like my family is so uncool and I just
that's
want to be a
it. Yeah,
friends.
that's
Yeah.
it. And I said that to myself when I started rereading. I was like, look, this is made for teenagers, like or tweens really more than anything. Like it's sort of early teenagers, despite some of the adult themes that come up in it. But like I had to just remember, like, it's not written for me now, it's written for me back then, and try and relate to all the stuff that she's got to deal with as a teenager that seems really like seems like big issues, but when you think about it now, it's like it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Like
But
high school was a bigger issue, but now you don't really care.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair. Hmm.
Mm.
That was like all like the general thoughts that I had really.
Yeah.
did you have any more?
I mean, we'll get to a couple of different things, I guess, as we're talking, but did you have any other issues with certain things that came up?
Oh yeah, I had a few issues with like, all of the shaming,
Oh my
the
God, yes.
shaming, the slut shaming. There was
Oh,
like
it was
ageism. It was hardcore. Like every other line, it was just someone going at someone for something, and
yeah,
it was hard to
yeah,
read. Um,
yeah.
but like this book came out a good like decade ago, probably
Yeah,
more.
I think it was like 2007,
Yeah.
something like
So
that.
when I read books from that time, they are all kind of like that, sadly,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the people I was around was like that as well. It was just
yeah,
part of the vocabulary.
yeah.
So it's sad, but like that's how it was back then. Um, and like I hope it changes as the series goes on. Again, I can't remember. Um, but yeah, that was icky to read and didn't make me feel good about it. And I took away a
Yeah,
star because I was enjoying reading it, and then I gave it 3 stars because of all of that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. That's it. And I just kept saying, like, that's what society was like, unfortunately, and that's what a lot of the books were like. They had that sort of stereotypical shaming and the fat shaming. Even when you watch like movies and TV shows that were made then, they do a lot of fat shaming, and you look at the person and you're like, you're not fat, and like, why are you shaming somebody for being fat anyway? But like,
Yeah,
yeah, there was a lot of slut shaming. I do not remember that at all.
yeah. And I think we don't remember it because like that's
Oh, you're cutting out.
I was happening.
I think we're having technical difficulties.
Yeah. Are we back? Is it working? I'm not
I
sure.
think I think your mic's
Oh
kind of it
dear.
was delayed a second there, but
Oh dear. Oh
we're all
goodness.
good
I'm
now,
not
I
sure
think.
what's going on with the internet.
Oh, right, we'll get there.
Is it back? Okay, I
It's
connected
back.
to a
It's
different
back.
connection.
Oh, dear.
Sorry.
So what were
I
you
think
saying?
probably something. What was I
Mhm.
saying? I don't know. We were
Um,
talking about the shaming stuff.
yeah, we were talking about slut shaming.
Um, yeah, and like that was like a thing in school, and it was like horrible.
Unfortunately.
But
Yeah.
it was kind of normalized. So I don't feel like if we read it at the time, we would have picked up on it that much.
Yeah.
And she
Because it
comes
was just
from
like
like a family. Yeah, sorry.
I said it was just like a normal thing that people said back in school. Like slut was just a word that was thrown around all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
Mm,
Um,
mm,
and like because her family and like her society seems kind of religious, um, I get that that part of it can make you feel shameful about
mm.
sex stuff, which does happen in like reality as well. So that might be also why she's like that so much so in the book. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Well, Yeah, like I said, like it was just a thing that went around in school. So she was probably, used to that from the people that she was hanging around, especially her friends and like her boyfriend and his friends, because they would have said it all. There was also the like hair shaming, like with blondes. I found that really annoying that anyone who had blonde hair was like evil.
Yeah. Except for Stevie Ray, I think she also has blonde hair, but she has like
Yeah,
cutesy little curls.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Everyone
Funny.
else was like, no,
Yeah,
you're bad
and
because you're blonde.
there was like this one line, something about like Eve, and I was like, was that necessary? I
Mm,
don't know. Descriptions of like the people of color in the book were like very like, oh,
yeah.
this is
Oh,
like a hot drink or a food or
yes. Oh my God.
and I felt really uncomfortable reading that, and I was like, thank
Yeah.
people don't do that
Yeah.
anymore.
Every description of her friends was literally like a coffee.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why? It's just so annoying.
Oh, goodness.
Yep.
And I did also see that someone else said that they thought that the two girls, Erin and Shawnee, having like really similar personality types and interests and stuff, was kind of lazy on the part of the authors because then they don't each have like distinct personalities, and then the one is white and the one isn't. So that was like a lazy way of like having representation, but also not really because it's
Yeah.
part of the character, which was
Yep.
not the greatest thing.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. But there were so many like cringy and cheesy type moments as well, which I
Yeah,
expected because like it's one of those series. It's like one of the first vampire young adult series. So there's gonna be
yeah, I agree.
yeah.
Were there other things that you didn't like about it while rereading it?
Um, I know. Okay, so you know the scene like at the very beginning where she catches two certain people. Well, when I got up to that and she's talking about it, she's sort of like it was like another instance of shaming, I think. I'm trying to find where
Yeah,
it was, but um where is it? I'm nearly at I should have like saved the page.
I remember
Um,
something like people who do that, like, oh, dirty and nasty and stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah. That's it. Yeah, it was like shaming people for doing that, and I'm like, okay, that's a little bit weird, but all right.
Yeah.
But that was one thing that sort of annoyed me and made me roll my eyes. I was like, really?
Hi, Faye. Are you here? Oh my goodness.
Yay! Hello, Faye. Yeah, Heath was a joke. I know, right? I
Yeah, that was just awkward. I
know.
still don't know why that scene was necessary.
I
And
don't know.
I don't know why, but like I distinctly remembered that scene as well because I feel like back in high school, that's also how we felt about that kind of thing. We were all like, no, people don't do that. And it's like,
Yeah,
it's not classy or whatever. And
it was taboo,
yeah, pretty
pretty much.
much.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
But it was a
unfortunate.
very weird scene.
Yeah, it was a really weird scene. I don't like, I don't know why it was there. It didn't really add anything to the plot other than,
No, awkwardness.
yes,
Yeah,
very much. Awkwardness and unnecessary slut shaming again.
yeah. That's it. Yeah. I mean, like, I suppose if you're in that situation, you would kind of freeze up because you don't want to like walk away just in case you'll like someone will take notice of you walking away, but you also don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
She probably really froze up. I don't know.
Yeah.
And like Eric seems like a really attractive guy, so
Oh yeah, I loved him.
yeah, I did like him. I also didn't like Heath,
Yeah.
like now that you mentioned, kind of really annoying. And I kind of I regret dating in high school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was just an annoying character. Yeah. Were there any characters that like other than what we've mentioned with Stevie Ray, but like the characters that you were meant to hate, did you like any of them? Like for example, Aphrodite.
Not really. I think they were written well enough to dislike them.
Excuse me, cat.
It really is quite an odd foundation for their connection.
Sorry, the cat was trying to get some food.
All good. I was just agreeing that that's a really weird way to like connect with someone. Yeah. He was just really annoying. And like he comes back later, I know that. Like from what I remember, like he shows up and like he becomes less of a drinky person. And I think it's because Zoe tells him to stop drinking and stuff that he stops, or from what I remember. Could be totally wrong. Yeah, I also remember that she gets like less annoying, but I don't
better. We sort of feel for her.
Yeah. I remember liking her later, but I can't remember why.
Yeah. Do you remember what book you got up to?
No, not really. Like all the ones that I have at home, but like I said, they're not here, so I don't really know which.
You don't know which ones. I mean, there's a lot.
Yeah, I think, like I said, it was either the first 6 or the first 8, and I think there's like 12 in total or something. So
yeah, there's something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were there any moments during your reread that you absolutely loved?
Ooh, I love the cat familiars. I love the familiars. It was so cute. And when they showed up, I was just like, oh my goodness. And like that they were ginger cats. Oh, they're so cute. And then Zoe's marks, I was like, I love marks. And that was probably what started me wanting to get a tattoo.
Really? That's pretty cool.
These books, and then I think there was like another series, but that was like a fairy series. I can't remember what it's called now. Wicked Lovely? Is that what it is? I think so. Yeah. Anyway, like magical kind of tattoos. That's where I started liking tattoos.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. They had really good food at that school though.
They really did.
Once again, it was just like sad how like they were saying that the signs of you rejecting the change was like if you gained weight or if you were like tired and one other thing or something like that. So I was like, that's really shamey, and like people like have like depressed teenagers, you know, so you're not allowed to be low and you're not allowed to be overweight. And
yeah, that was another instance of fat shaming with the whole like vampires are not fat.
Yeah,
like,
that's really
you're like, okay. That was actually quite sad though when you had the students that were dying. I honestly can't remember where that goes either. Like I don't remember them like being the ghost types that they were. You know how after they died and then she saw them later on like ghosts. I don't remember where that goes.
I kind of remember, I think, but I don't want to spoil it. I just know like their marks change to a different color. And yeah, but I think that might show up in the next book. Yeah. But once again, it was like 2 of these that died. It was an Elliot and an Elizabeth.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, there was also kind of like nerd shaming as well
Oh
because
yeah.
Elliot, oh my god, and her brother as well. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, please.
But don't they later call themselves the Nerd Herd or something?
I think so. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
Uh, and I also just like the fact that they were at a vampire school. Like, I like reading
yeah.
about boarding schools. I don't think I would do well at a boarding school myself because I like my creature comforts in my room too much. But I always loved reading about boarding schools. It was just like
Same.
cozy
Yeah.
vibes.
In theory, it sounds good,
Yeah, yeah, it
but
does.
going to it, I'd feel like no, because you're around these people 24/7.
It's like
I'm
school
amazed they
camp.
don't kill each other. Yeah. Yep. Camps. Oh God.
Just never ends, you know.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah.
did you have favorite parts?
Well, like we were talking about before, I really liked the circles when I'm doing that, and I like towards the end where she gets her friends in and they do the circle together and they all feel the elements. That was really cool. I like
Yeah,
that.
that
Yeah.
was love.
Yeah. But pretty much like as a whole, as I was reading it, I was just feeling very nostalgic. I was
Yeah,
like, I feel like I'm a teenager again. This is so good.
yeah. Like rereading books kind of skews my feelings towards books, I think, because like I like them more just because of the nostalgia and like the
Yeah.
memories I have.
Yeah. That's it.
Ooh, I also loved her grandma. I
Oh,
love
her
when they are
grandma is the best.
it's so cute.
She's so sweet. Yep. I loved her.
Oh, and I like how they could change their names when they come to the school and they can like pick an
Yes.
identity for
Yep.
themselves.
They can literally
That,
be who they want. I do like that too. Yeah. So that was really cool.
and there was like some representation with Damien being gay, although he was kind of just like the token gay friend
Yeah, you
who,
look stereotypical gay,
yeah,
but I did like him as a character. I do like him. He's great.
I like him too. And like they gave him like roles as he was kind of a bit of a know-it-all and like he knew more about the magic and stuff like that. So he
Yeah.
wasn't just like the gay friend. He was the smart gay friend, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. What did you think of the plot?
Mm, well, I guess the plot in this one was really just her like discovering her special snowflakeness.
Pretty much
Yeah,
like the chosen one type trope.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I've never disliked that trope because I mean,
No, neither. I
yeah,
love it
it's
because
fun.
it makes you feel like you're special too.
Exactly,
Yeah.
you know, and like you want those feelings from a book sometimes.
Yeah.
Uh, most of the time, because I've also just started reading Shadow and Bone, and like that main character is also like a special
Yeah.
person. And I'm like, I've been
Yeah.
missing this kind of story. Because I don't feel like
Yeah.
it shows up often anymore.
No, because people always talk bad about it, and I'm like, but I like the chosen one too. It's cool.
I love it. Oh, and their timetable, like their stuff that they study at that school as well, is so fun. Like I want to do
It's so
fencing
cool. Yeah.
and horse riding. Like, ugh, I wish. It's so
Yep.
cool.
Yep. It's a very cool boarding school.
It is. It really
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
I liked it.
What
And all the
else was?
different teachers too.
Yes, I like the
Yeah.
teachers as well. Like I like also like how their marks kind of like represent who they are and stuff, and like how you
Yeah.
learn about like that. Thought that was really cool.
Yep.
Mm. Um, yeah. Oh, and her little prayer that she did with her friends, I really like that as well. How that happened and the wording of it. it just made like you feel good about the moment and all
Mm.
of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then it does kind of end on a bit of a cliffhanger because like you do want to immediately get into the next one. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
want to wait another month to start the next one, but
Because it's just so fast paced and quick, and like so much happens in a short amount of time, really.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Um
And it's
and like yeah, sorry.
sorry, go.
Uh like the Neferet thing, is that how you say her name? Neferet?
Oh my god. When I was younger, I always pronounced it Neferet. I'm like, no, I don't think that's how it goes. Oh man.
Yes. Um
But yeah, I'm pretty sure you said it correctly. So
I'm trying. I have no idea. I'm just but yeah, like you can already tell that there's gonna be a thing. And like I remember her being slightly like shifty or whatever. She doesn't end up being as good as everyone
yeah,
thinks.
I remember so much that happens with her. So there's kind of like a lot of foreshadowing, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So like you can tell by the like her inner voice, which is probably Nick's or whatever, telling her don't tell certain things, like it's building up for what's coming, which
Mm.
is quite cool. Yeah, oh,
Oh,
and
and
yeah. No,
sorry,
you go.
keep going.
You go.
Okay. I was
Oh,
gonna say, and Aphrodite's visions.
yes.
Yeah, that was really cool to have her have visions like that.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
yeah,
um and like it's also interesting how she is also like a special girl and she has something that makes her different, but she kind of went the other way with it compared to Zoe, who Zoe isn't always like a great person, like with all of her like shaming of the whole world.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but she's still trying to be good, and I guess like Aphrodite just went a bit on a different path,
mm,
and we don't really know if that's like her fault or maybe like her friends, because like her friends picked some really weird names for themselves. So don't know if they have the best intentions.
yeah. They're an interesting group.
Yeah, they are quite. Oh, and then there's also the foreshadowing with when the cat attacks the ghost person. I think it
Oh
was
yeah,
yeah. So when Nala attacks him, and then the blood smells different, so that
mm,
you already know like something weird is going on there, and
something's
that's not.
going on.
So
Yeah,
we know that
I'm
should.
excited. Yeah, I'm excited to refresh my memory with that. Be like,
Yeah,
yes, that's right. That's what happened.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, I
Uh,
did have some good. I'll give it that.
yeah,
Mm.
and to see what Zoe does being the leader of the Dark Daughters, because I don't remember that being a plot. Like, I totally
No.
forgot. So
Mm. Yeah.
I don't know what she's gonna do.
And I thought there was more to her and Eric. Like I thought like them getting together there was a lot more stuff that happened with them, but I feel like it was very quick.
It was
I
really
mean, there's
quick.
probably more in the second book between them, but like it
Yeah,
was very
I
quick.
think I think so too.
Mm.
Because like they haven't even said that they're together. They've just been like kissing every now and then.
Yeah,
Um.
yeah.
So
Yeah, like they
yeah,
hadn't really spoken much either. I mean, that's fair.
it's fair. Um. I had a cat called Kiara, which was like their child. That's where I
Yeah.
got that cat name from. But yeah, it's fair to hate on like cheesy names. But I watch Zoella on YouTube, so I just kept thinking of her dog, the pug, whenever they said Nala.
Oh,
That's what was in my head. The little black pug.
that's great.
Good. But what would you have preferred that she called the cat then, if you don't like that name that she picked?
I feel like because it was the early 2000s, it was kind of like when everyone was calling their cats or their pets like Disney names or whatever. Like it seemed like it was the up and coming sort of trend, and then it just sort of got cheesy.
I still do that. All of my pets that I've ever owned have been named after a Disney character. That's just how it is. My dogs are Lilo and Stitch, and then the cats are Miko and Percy, like the animals from Pocahontas.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
And then in South Africa, we have Pixie Dust, which, I mean, that's still from Disney, like Faith Trust and Pixie Dust. And then the dog that goes with that one is called Penny, which is also a Disney character from The Rescuers.
Yeah. That's really cute.
Thanks.
See, I wanted to call my cats Disney names, but like Heidi was already named Heidi and she just suits that name, so we didn't want to change it. And then Elwood, we called him Elwood because of Blues Brothers.
Oh, okay. That's so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is quite cute. It's like you're a lioness. So you're a Nala. Also, that whole part where they go to the museum and they were just casually like, oh yeah, Aphrodite probably just drugged the gods. Like they do this on a weekly basis. They just go out and drug people. Like, okay.
Yeah.
That's not weird at all.
Yeah. I think, yeah, there are a lot of weird kind of like that.
Totally. Yeah. Did you have any quotes that you liked? Because I don't think I actually found this book very quotable.
No, I don't think so.
Oh yeah, they were super casual about the drugs and the alcohol, and I was like,
oh yeah, this is like a normal thing.
Yeah, like this is like very American-y, I guess. Like,
yeah.
Oh, the iconic thing though was like how that cat would meow. That sound that cat makes, like of something.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah, there's definitely not any quotes that sort of stayed with me. Yeah, it's a very sort of simple writing style.
Yeah. There was that one moment where they were like, actually, I'm gay. I think I should count for 2 guys instead of 1. And I was like, okay, are you sure?
That's great.
Oh, that's so cute. Having geekends. I love that. We should do that. We should have like a geekend reading sprints or something.
That would be cool. We should totally do that. I reckon that'd be fun.
Yeah. Love it. Yeah. Oh, I was also wondering, like, because the vampires, they like get their marks at different times in the year, apparently. Like, it's not like a normal school where, like, oh, at the beginning of the year, we all know we're going to vampire school, so we need to get ready. So, like, how do they actually learn anything at the school if they all come in at different times? Like, do they need to catch
Yeah.
on stuff? I was like, this is really unrealistic.
Yes.
So,
They do it at random times. So it's like, okay.
yeah,
Everyone's trying to catch up, and yeah, that's weird. I didn't think of that.
I would be so stressed if I, like, in the middle of the year have to go into a vampire school and then
Yeah.
am I
Everyone else
missing?
is like way ahead of you, and you're like, what? I'm so lost.
Ooh.
Mm.
Oh, and I quite like the symbols and the uniform and stuff as well. Like, that was quite cool. I think they did a good job with that, even though it's only mentioned
Yeah.
like a couple times at the
Once or
beginning.
twice. Mm.
It was cute.
Mm. Yeah, I think they did good with mentioning like the symbols for that and the marks.
Yeah, yeah. The
Because I
symbol.
think as the series progresses, I'm pretty sure Zoe gets more marks, doesn't she?
I think so.
Yeah, I think she keeps getting them.
Yeah. I feel like
Yes,
my
they do need real world stuff.
totally,
Yeah.
totally. Because I don't think they do like maths and stuff.
I mean,
Or
I'd be
like,
fine not doing maths, but anyway.
oh, and I also really like that, like, they focus on the arts and like the vampires are really artsy and creative. I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
that was super cool.
I love that they mentioned the celebrities that were vampires as well, and that most celebrities are vampires. I'm like, that's cool. I did like that.
You know, people love doing that though in their books. They're like, let's make all the people I love be this thing I created because
Yeah.
yeah, they are.
Yep.
That's-
So, rereading this one, does that make you want to continue the series?
Actually, yes.
Yeah. Straight away.
Yeah. I want to know where it goes. And like, especially because I think I was up to date with where it had come out at the time. So I want to know how it actually ends because I never got to the ending. Um, and there's also all of those like extra short stories. And I think there's another like series that's kind of in the same world or something that I need to know what
Yeah.
happens because
Yeah.
it exists.
Yeah.
What about, yeah, also want
Oh,
to reread?
definitely. Yeah. Like, granted, I gave my reread 3 stars, but like we were talking about it because of like the random problematic things that happen. Like, that's the only reason that it got so low.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
still want to keep rereading because it's so captivating and I want to know where it's going. And, I like all the character development and the progression of the story. Like, hello. I'll continue until 5. That's fair.
Oh, good.
Oh, there's an Easter egg.
Okay.
Great. Now I'm going to have to keep reading to the end.
We really need to.
I'm pretty sure I have all of them, but maybe the last 2. I
Okay.
think. I can't remember. They're all packed away at the check.
I just got them all on my Kindle anyway because I was planning to read them and I have buying problems. So I'm going to read them. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's cool. So maybe
I'm intrigued for that.
now we're not going to know. And when we get to the end, we're going to have to read it again so that we can know.
Because it'll be our first time reading the end of it. So.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to have to pay special attention.
Oh.
There's a second series?
Yeah, I there's like one that's set in like the same world or something. I like it's on Goodreads. Um,
I did not
okay.
know that.
Okay, when we get to the end, you need to be our final live show so you can tell us
Yeah.
because
We'll just, I'll have no idea. I think the only other book I have is like it's it's not a novella, but
Oh,
it's about the world.
the fledgling handbook, that
Yeah,
one.
that's it. Fledgling Handbook. That's what I got.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I have that one as well. So we should read that at some point.
Yeah. I don't even remember what's in it. I think it just delves into the world, maybe.
Yeah, I think it just explains like the stuff because like also like the shadow hunters also have one of those handbook things and then it
Yeah,
just
put that one too.
explains yeah, the Otherworld series. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay. So we have a lot of reading ahead.
yes,
We
we do.
is there like a certain time we need to read the novellas or do we just read them after we finish the main series?
Yeah, because isn't there a Nefret novella?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and I can't remember the other ones,
I think
but
there's like a Kelowna. Was that a character? I think that was a person.
maybe.
Okay. The book is like a book the students receive. Yeah. I think it like
Ah, right. Ah, yep,
explains.
yep. Dragon, Kelowna, Lenovia, and Nefret. Yep, yep. I remember the dragon one and Nefret, but I didn't remember the other two.
So we need to check when we need to read those.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
If we check it on Goodreads, usually they do like, 1.5 or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So it might give
Goodreads.
us an idea.
Do you guys ever feel like leaving Goodreads whenever everyone on Twitter is like, hey, join us on this thing?
I feel the pressure, but like all my books are on there, so I'm just too lazy to change it over to anything else. I'm too
I
used to it.
yeah, same.
Oh,
I
thank
also
you. That's very helpful.
ooh, okay.
We got Dragon, then Lenovia, Nefert near the end. Okay,
Cool. Thanks.
that's really good to know.
Um, I wanted to ask before we do end this, if you guys
Yeah,
wanted to start a Goodreads group or like a Discord or something to chat about the books as we read.
I
Because
reckon
I
a
can set
Discord would be good.
Discord. Okay. I can
Yeah,
set that up. I think that'll be fun. And
yeah,
then people can chat as we go. Cool.
that sounds good. Yeah, I'd
Oh,
set it up, but I've only used it once, so I have no idea how it works.
good. I'll set it up. I'm also like a noob.
Yeah,
But I played around a little. So I'll do that.
cool.
Yay. Oh, that's so great
Yay,
that it's
that'd be fun.
series of all time. So you can tell us all about it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yay. That's great.
Yeah. Well, I'm
So
looking forward to it. So
yeah, me too. So what is your favorite part about the first book? Scientists Reading
reading
World?
world.
The real sorry. Oh,
Excellent.
great.
That's why we started it. There's a lot of people that love this series.
Okay, well, we will.
Oh, really? I really want to know, but I also don't.
Okay, we'll store it and then we'll come back to it.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Guaranteed, by the time we get to the end, we'll just forget what happened in the first book anyway.
Probably, like, honestly,
What happened?
it happens. You can own like 5 books. Okay, so
Okay,
that's
this
not.
makes me feel better.
Yeah. Okay. So You need to let us know when we've reached that point that we need to go and look again. Damien is a cutie pie. He is cute. I think I do.
Stevie Ray are pretty awesome.
Yes, I like her as well. Oh, yeah. I've also seen people have been doing TikToks with these characters. Have you seen that?
No, but I'm going to check them out.
Yeah, I do, because like I've heard that they want them to make the TV show quite badly, so like making like TikToks. And there's like one person who does Stevie Ray ones. I don't have TikTok. I just search them on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. If I find any, I'll send them to you.
I feel like we should do the marks on our forehead at some point.
I reckon we should do that for the next live show. I was gonna do it for this one, but I didn't have time. But we totally should.
Definitely, yeah. Let's do it.
Because I looked them up too. They look very intricate.
They do. They're like really pretty.
Yeah, very pretty.
Awesome. Oh no, that's fine. I'm not on TikTok either. It like I was on there for a little while and it just takes over your whole life.
It does. I usually do that when I'm in the bath because I say I'm going to go read and chill in the bath, and then I end up watching TikTok for like an hour and a half.
That's why I had to delete it. I had to delete TikTok because it was taking over my life. That's so cool that there's a script though.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a script. I know they were talking about a show, but I hadn't heard anything else.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll definitely have to do the marks next time.
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully
let's go all out.
Yes, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Oh, and like I also remember the necklace, like really liking the necklace that Aphrodite has.
Oh yes.
It's like a really cool symbol. And like that image stuck with me for a really long time. And when I was reading this one, I was like, why do I like this? It's Aphrodite's necklace. That makes no sense as to why I like it. And then in the end, Zoe gets it. I was like, now that makes sense.
Yep. Yeah, like we said before, they did the symbols really well.
They did.
Oh yeah, they definitely would be.
Okay. Well, not yet. So
yeah. She gets there.
Yeah.
What would you change your name to if you were at the House of Night? Or would you?
Would you change yours? I need to think about it.
Oh.
I've always shortened my last name. Like I've always wanted to do that when I was little, but I don't know now if I would do that because it's Schreibenstein and nobody can say that. Like it's German, and when I say
really
it,
cool.
People make that face that you just made. So
it's okay. My maiden name was always getting mispronounced as well, so I understand your pain.
So yeah, like when people ask me my surname now here, I don't even say it to them. I just spell it out. Like when they need to write things straight away, just spell it.
Yeah.
I always wanted to shorten it to Gray, but I don't know if I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all that I would maybe change. Would you change your name?
I'd probably switch it for my middle name because I feel like Kayla isn't a middle name. So I'd probably go with Jane. I don't know what my last name would be.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd change my.
I've always wanted a middle name though because I don't have one.
Oh, okay. Actually, I've come across a few people that don't. Okay. And then some people who have like 5.
Yeah, like the extremes. I was going to have a middle name. It was going to be Nadia, like spelled Nadja, and then my mom and dad last minute decided that my surname is too long. so they
That's
won't.
fair.
Online.
That's good of them.
I remember the kind of plot about that, so I wasn't like surprised that they were there. Like I know they're not ghosts.
I just forgot about it. I'm really excited to go back and find out what happens.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly how whatever happens. I just remember Neferet has something to do with it, and that's all.
Yeah.
So, but clearly they're not like ghosts because you can touch them. The cat attacked them.
Yeah, but they are very creepy.
They are with the like red eyes and stuff.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know though. Like we don't know what we know for sure. That's the thing. So we don't know. And if we didn't pick up on the Easter egg, then maybe we don't know. I have no idea. No idea.
I think we'll have to keep reading.
Yeah, we'll have to keep going.
Yeah, just to familiarize ourselves again.
Okay. So which one are we reading next? Is it Betrayed?
It's Betrayed is the next one.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I know Neferet's not good. Do you know Neferet's not good? I remember that. I remember.
Oh yeah, I remember that clear as day.
Okay, so then maybe you can tell us the Easter egg.
Yeah.
Go ahead, tell us, because we don't know.
We're dying to know now.
I just thought I heard a cat. Okay. Yeah, you can tell us. It's okay. So maybe people, if you are watching and you don't know.
Spoilers.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah.
So is that the Easter egg?
The anticipation.
Okay.
Oh. Well, that makes sense. I figured as much.
I also thought so. Because like Nefret was acting like really dodge when Aphrodite was having her like vision in her office, and she was like, okay, no, she's being weird and it's not like typical vision or whatever, and she wanted Zoe to leave. So I was like, yeah, you're doing something.
Yeah.
Ooh, and she knows. Okay. Cool. So that's like foreshadowing.
I did mention before that there was definitely some foreshadowing.
Yeah. Yeah, we did mention this at the beginning. Oh, that's really cool though.
Yeah.
And yeah, you might not have picked up on this if you didn't read the next books. Like we have read a few. Okay. Cool. That's like
yeah. I figured as much.
Okay. Of Neferet's plan. Okay.
That makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
Excellent. But yeah, the next book is Betrayed.
Betrayed. Yeah. Awesome. So we're reading that this month?
I believe so. I am forgetting what month it is.
It's May.
Yeah.
I still haven't posted my TBR video of the month, so yeah.
That's all good.
Uh, yeah.
But yeah, we'll have to organize the next live show.
Yeah, we'll discuss the dates and let everyone know later to the time. And are we alternating like whose channels it's on and stuff?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to host it next time,
I would love.
Let's put the pressure on you for next time. But yeah, no. Either
Okay.
you or Faye, whichever one of you guys wants to do it.
Okay, sounds
We can
great.
chat about it in the chat anyway.
Yeah, I am having my teaching prac that's starting next Monday, which yeah, it's exciting, but it's gonna be it's rough. Let me just say it like that.
Yeah.
So I will be very busy for like 5 weeks. So we'll talk.
That's fair. Yeah.
Guys.
I mean, I'm literally spending like the next few weeks moving and painting, so I'm not going to get much reading done, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm prioritizing my book club books for the most part. So, yeah. Oh, and Buffy. I finished rewatching Buffy, and I saw they were comic books. I really want to read the Buffy comic books, so I might do that.
Me too. I saw that they have some on Scribd, but there's like only 33 pages. They've only done like a preview of them. Like, damn it.
Okay. Well,
I want to read them.
Okay, that's so annoying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see like if I can find somewhere else to read them.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway.
I love Buffy.
Ooh.
Yay!
Yay.
Oh my god, the Charm books are so good.
I've never read any of the Charm books, but I do want to read them. I love the show. I'm like also making my sister watch the show at the moment, so we're like having slow progress. We just
I love Charm.
We do. I feel like 90s, like early 90s, 2000s, those shows were like peak and nothing.
Top tier shows. Yep, they were great. You'll have to join my readathon, my Charm readathon at the end of the year.
There's a Charm readathon. I'm so excited.
I did it last year in October, and I'm doing it again this year in October.
Why did I not know about that? Oh my goodness.
Don't know.
Oh my goodness. Well, we only started talking recently, so that makes sense.
That's true.
And I thought about starting a Charmed readathon because I looked for it before and I couldn't find one. So I'm so happy that you have one. That's so exciting. Okay, yeah, the reboot, we don't talk about that. I watched, I think, a few episodes and yeah, that didn't happen.
I didn't even.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my goodness, don't do it.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Yeah, same. Find the books. Okay, so yeah, we're reading Betrayed this month, and we will announce the next live show like
at some point.
End of May. Yeah. Thank you for having me. This has been
You're very welcome. Thank you for joining me. And thank you for being a co-host.
I'm really happy I'm a co-host. Yeah, I was just having a great time reading with everyone. Yeah. I also found out about the show. It was really annoying. Yeah, so we'll probably have the next live at the beginning of So we'll have it like the beginning of the following month so that you have enough time to read it.
Yeah.
We all have a lot going on and everyone reads at their own pace. But I'll start the Discord as well and I'll pop it up on
Thank you. Cool. Yay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cool. Well, thanks everybody for watching and joining us. It's been fun talking about it.
It has. And tune in next time.
Yes.
Thank
Alrighty.
you.